Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live session. I'm Ankita Patil, product evangelist at SellerApp, and today I'm going to talk about how to combat rising Amazon PPC costs. I can see a lot of people joining in, so please feel free to hit the chat box, say hi, where you're from, which marketplace are you dealing with, which stage of Amazon selling are you at. I'm really excited to know about it all. Now, when sellers are researching products to sell on Amazon, one product expense that they sometimes neglect is advertising costs. Each seller must account for expenses such as unit costs, Amazon FBA fees, and shipping costs when calculating the profitability. But what about the price of running PPC ads? So, Amazon anticipated to earn over $31 billion dollars in advertising revenue all alone by 2022. However, as brands became more competitive, the cost of advertising on the network is rising. Indeed, 59% of Amazon sellers are concerned about rising advertising prices in 2022. Despite these issues, lucrative PPC advertising on Amazon is still viable if you use the right price approach. It's critical to understand advertising best practices, what ad expenses you are up against, and how to calculate your cost per click to ensure profitability. So, firstly, let's look into the root causes behind the increased Amazon CPC. First is increased competition. One of the main causes of rising CPCs on Amazon is definitely increased competition. As more sellers enter the platform, there are more products available, which increases competition for keywords and even ad placement. So, the competition for ad space drives up the cost of advertising, making it more challenging for smaller sellers to compete. Second is algorithm changes. Amazon's advertising algorithm is continually evolving, and changes can have a significant impact on your CPCs. For instance, algorithm updates can result in changes to ad placement, even the targeting options, and relevancy scores. These changes can make it more challenging to optimize the campaigns and increase CPCs. Staying up to date with algorithm changes and adjusting your advertising strategies accordingly is crucial to maintain control over your CPCs. Third is seasonality. This can also affect CPCs on Amazon. So, during peak periods such as holidays or special events, more sellers are advertising, which leads to increased competition for ad space. As demand for products increases during these periods, sellers often increase their advertising budgets, which can drive up the CPCs. Being aware of seasonal trends and adjusting your advertising strategies accordingly can help you control your CPCs. Fourth is product demand. Now, this is another significant factor that can affect the CPCs on Amazon. If demand for your product increases, other sellers will likely begin targeting the same keywords, leading to increased competition for the ad placement. So, the higher demand for your product, the more you may need to spend on the advertising to maintain the visibility and even the sales. So, this can result in higher CPCs, particularly if other sellers are willing to spend more. So, these were a few of the root causes we have discussed. Now, how do we battle this ever increasing CPC and reduce the ad spending? So, firstly, use negative targeting. Another strategy is adding low converting search terms to negative targeting to stop ads from appearing on these keywords. Audit the search term report from your campaigns to identify the search terms having good impressions but low CTR and zero sales, high ad spend and zero sales, and high clicks but zero sales. So add these search terms as negative targeting in your campaigns. It reduces your irrelevant ad clicks and spending. Or you can let SellerApp do the heavy lifting for you, and let me show you how that is done. So, firstly, I'm sharing my screen. Here we go. and we are going to the SellerApp dashboard. So after logging into the dashboard, this is how the platform looks like, where all the key actions reflect. Now under this, we need to go to advertising tab over here. Now under advertising, we are moving on to the insights tab. So the insights tab will help you to provide the actionable tips for improving the performance of your campaigns. So under this, we have like seven sub features, and each one of them is directed towards a certain goal. Now, since we were talking about negative targeting, let me show you how the negative search terms feature is going to help you in that regard. So, on the left hand side, you will find the search terms which are not performing well for your campaigns. Here are the attributes, performance metrics, as well as the derived metrics. You can see a small arrow in front of them. You can just click on it and get an expanded view of all of these metrics. So imagine the search terms you're going to be get evaluated by all of these attributes and metrics, and it is definitely going to be quite accurate. So you can select the search terms which are really not performing well, and you can mark them negative so that they won't appear in your campaigns, or you can just ignore them for 7 days so that they won't appear in your campaigns for the next 7 days. Now, let's say you are, selling a brand of organic vegan lip balm products on Amazon. So the broad match type keyword, that is organic lip balm, has a high CTR in your campaign, but the conversion rate is quite low. So you can move that keyword from broad match type to phrase match type in your campaigns to reach the targeted users who are more likely to purchase your product. It improves the conversion rate. Now, these all things sound to be complicated, but it is definitely not. And let me show you how to do it the simple way through SellerApp. So I'm going up over here, and in order to move from broad match type to phrase or exact match type, the target improvements sub feature over here is definitely going to be helpful. So on the left hand side, you will see all these search terms. These are the attributes and metrics. So analyzing them, you can just select the search terms which are performing well. You can select their campaign, ad group, and move them from broad match type to phrase match type or exact match type keywords. And if they are not performing well, then you can just ignore them for 7 days so that they won't appear in your ad campaigns for the next 1 week. Now, the next approach would be moving high performing keywords. One second. Okay, yeah, you're back. So, moving high performing keywords from automatic targeting type campaigns to manual targeting type campaigns. So it's also a good strategy to harvest the top convert keywords from automated campaigns and move them to manual ones. It gives you the better control over the ad targeting and helps you focus your advertising efforts on the keywords that are most likely to drive conversions. However, if done manually, it's a lengthy process. Fortunately, the SellerApp Advertising Insights tool makes this process like 100 times easier. For that, again, we need to go to the auto to manual over here, and let me guide you over there. So this is the auto to manual feature. So listed here are all these search terms in automatic type campaigns that are definitely doing well. Now, identify the search terms with good conversion rates. For example, let's say a search term has like 100 impressions and 40 clicks, and from the 40 clicks, 20 sales are generated. So, move such search terms from automatic type targeting campaigns to manual targeting type campaigns. So you can also select them collectively, select their campaign and ad group, and accordingly move them to manual targeting type campaigns. And this is going to give you a better control over those particular keywords. SellerApp also automatically adds the search terms as negative in the automatic campaign to ensure that you are not duplicating your efforts. So keep repeating the process periodically to build an army of high converting keywords in manual campaigns. It definitely reduces the ad spending and gets the most out of your ad budget. Also, monitor the organic position of keywords. So, keep monitoring the organic ranking of the high performing keywords in your campaigns. If your product's organic ranking on these high performing keywords improves and you get more organic sales, slowly cut back on ad spending without sacrificing the traffic or the sales. Now, in order to do this, you will have to go to the positive search terms right over here. So, in the positive search terms, you will get the list of the search terms which are converting well for your campaigns. These are the attributes and metrics. So you can analyze them on the basis of these metrics, and you can select those search terms and go to track keywords, where you'll be directed towards keyword tracking under product intelligence feature, where you can actually evaluate those keywords for a specific period of time. And if you feel that they are good to go for your advertising, then you can just take that a decision, and if not, then you can ignore them for 7 days. Apart from this, you can also export the data. Next one is utilize the budget rules on Amazon. So Amazon offers two types of budget rules, schedule based and performance based. So schedule based rules allows you to allocate different budgets for different days of the week within a specific timeline. Say for example, you can save on your ad budget on days when your ad conversion rates are low, and increase your spending on days when your conversion rates are quite high. And the next one is performance based budget rules. So, setting up these rules can be a bit complicated on Amazon. So, the easier way is to go to the SellerApp automation tool and choose from, preset automation rules based on your goals. Say, for example, if your goal is to save money on ad spending, then set up the money saver rules for your campaigns. Not only that, there are other types of rules as well. So let me quickly show you how that is done. So this is the automation tab over here, and you can just go to the automation blueprint. And these are the keyword harvester, ROI optimizer, and the money saver we were talking about. So you can play around with all of these, like keyword harvesting, ROI optimization, and even day parting. You can create your own day parting rules, and that can be done very easily with SellerApp. And let me show you how that is done. So firstly, you need to go to the budget management over here and create blank day parting rule. So under this, we have like, levels of day partings. So firstly, you need to select whether it is account level or campaign level. I'm selecting it as campaign level. So here we have two types of campaigns to select, whether it is from sponsored products or sponsored brands. I'm selecting it as sponsored products. Then click on next. You have the start date and the end date. So the earliest start date will be tomorrow's date. So I'm selecting it as 21st, and end date will be 27th. Now, do you want to override the budget for the selected campaigns? So if you select it as yes, then you will have to enter certain value over here. I'm entering $5. Now, since I've selected all campaigns in the first step, so this particular value, this particular budget will be it for all the campaigns from the start date and the end date. If I select it as no, then whatever ad budget you have already set for the campaigns, that will be it from the start date to the end date. After that, click on next. Now you have the select time and select budget for this hour. So it usually starts at midnight, and then the budget is the absolute value. So I'm selecting it as 5%. You can also add more time, such as if you want to start it at 3 a.m. or 6 a.m., you can just put that value over here and then put the percentage, and there you are, all set. There's also an advanced setting option over here. So you can do the day parting on daily basis for a week, and click on next, and then you are all set for review and enable. And this is how you are going to set the day parting rules for yourself. Now, the next approach would be focus on long tail keywords. and the brand keywords. So another helpful strategy to reduce ad spend is by utilizing the long tail keywords in your campaigns. So these are the unique search phrases with lower search volume but are targeted towards buyers further down the conversion funnel. So it means that ads using long tail keywords are more relevant to the user, leading to high conversion rates and even the lower ad spending. So there are several ways to find the long tail keywords. First is review search term report from automatic type campaigns and even identify the keywords with three or more words with good sales. Second is look at Amazon auto suggest keywords to identify the long tail keywords. Third is use the SellerApp keyword tool to find the long tail keywords from a seed keyword. And fourthly, utilize SellerApp's reverse ASIN tool to find the long tail keywords with good search volume and relevance from competitors' listings. Now, next is focus on high performing ASINs. Let's say you are selling t shirts in different sizes and colors. You have listed each size and color combination as a separate child ASIN in the same listing. If you run PPC ads for all of your variations in the same ad group, they will compete against each other for the ad placements. This can lead to wasted ad spending with higher ACOS for your entire campaign. So instead, focus on just the top selling size and color combination and run dedicated ad campaigns for that variation. For example, if your medium size black t shirts are the top seller, focus on your ad efforts on that variation. This increases the traffic to your listings page and potentially leads to sales of other variations as well. Next is reduce your ACOS target. If you have a specific ACOS target you work towards, try reducing the target ACOS by a certain percentage. It means you don't need to reduce bids on keywords already bringing in sales. You can just cut back on the bids on keywords that aren't very profitable. This is especially effective if your campaigns have a lot of keywords with high search impressions and you don't mind dropping the position of few of them by a little. Just pause bids in underperforming keywords and increase bids on high performing keywords. Let's say you're selling a line of organic lip gloss products and your target ACOS is around 25%. You have identified the keyword natural lip gloss has 73% ACOS and red organic lip gloss has 19% ACOS. So pause bids on the first keyword to avoid the overspending and increase the bids on the second to get more sales out of the ad budget. Also, use dynamic bid only to reduce your ad spend. It is quite recommended to use a dynamic bid down only strategy on your campaigns. In this particular strategy, Amazon lowers your bids by up to 100% if your ad is less likely to convert. So, with this, you can ensure that your ad budget is being used efficiently, leading to lower ad spending. Bid optimization can be done with the help of Campaign Manager as well. And let me show you how that is done. So, under the advertising tab, you will get the Campaign Manager over here. So, this reviews the overall performance of your campaigns with the help of visual aids. Here, you can see the key performance indicators along with the graphical representation. You can monitor your sponsored product, sponsored brand, and sponsored display campaigns on the left hand side. Um, and then you can set the budget accordingly. So, for the campaigns which are performing well, you can just increase the budget for the same, and if not, then you can reduce the budget. So here is the daily budget where you can set for them, and you will also get these tabs where you can understand which of these campaigns are performing well and which are not. Apart from this, you can also customize the date range over here and see when was the report last analyzed right over here. So in the end, the time will tell if increasing the CPC trend is here to stay. In the meantime, keep an eye on your ad campaigns and use the given strategies to save you up on your ad spending. You can also use SellerApp's free PPC audit tool to identify the cost cutting opportunities to optimize your campaigns further. Alternatively, you can also connect us on support@sellerapp.com, and we are definitely there to review all of your PPC campaigns and with our SellerApp PPC experts. And that's it for the video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this. Your support means a lot to us. It encourages us to bring out more helpful videos like this. If you haven't already, click the bell icon so that you will never miss on any other exciting Amazon specific tutorials on our channel. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SellerApp. And until the next time, everyone, happy selling.